I'm not convinced. Oh, this probably isn't going to pick up sound well. Whatever. I'm not convinced. I still kind of think I might be autistic, or at least, like, on the spectrum. I don't know how to word it, but a little bit. Like, not that it's, like, quantifiable, but if it's like a wheel, I think I hit a lot more of the things than the average person. Not as many things as some people have, but, like, more than average. I think it has affected my ability to interact with the world socially. So, like, one of the reasons is that, and if I am autistic, if I have autism, then it would explain this. I have, and this right now, recording this is making this easier. I don't even know where this is gonna go. This might just live on my phone, but recording this is making this easier because I'm not just talking to myself. I'm talking to a camera, so it's some purpose other than just out loud, which feels a little nuts. And I don't like that feeling. Because I've been called insane and it doesn't feel nice. So I'm recording this. So I can say maybe I was going to put it on YouTube, but I don't know. Anyway, I have imagined conversations. Like, not just for fun. Just not for fun at all. It's stressful. It's like I have to do it. It's in preparation. It's an anxiety thing, but I also thought it was a bit of an autism thing, because what the fuck else is it? It's not an ADHD thing that I know of, but, like, I think it's, or a trauma response, or both. I don't know. But, like, I think it might be a trauma response to reactions I've gotten and, like, feedback I've gotten as a kid because of autism. That's where I think that's coming from. But I think it's a trauma response because I don't think I know on a like a natural level, like a level that feels natural. I don't think I know how to interact socially in ways that I've been slouching this whole time. Ow. In ways that other people deem, like, socially acceptable. That was 3 quotes. I feel like I should just have 2. Or is that, do people consider just doing it once as, like, I don't know where I fall on that. Anyway, that's ADHD. That I know for sure. I have wicked bad. But I also think there's autism, because these imagined conversations, like, and anxiety, yes, but these imagined conversations are in preparation for what I think conversations might be, like how I think conversations might go. I'm imagining what the other person is going to say in response to what I'm saying, based on what I know about the person and, like, what I think I might know about how they think, how they act, how they talk, like all these things combined, how might this person respond to what I'm saying and the way I'm acting and talking and the way they perceive that I'm thinking. So, like, I imagine what the other person's going to say, and then I imagine what I'm going to say in response to that, and so on and so forth. But I don't just imagine it like me saying something and then saying something back. It's me saying something, and then there's the potential that they could say this one thing, or this other thing, or maybe a third thing, or a fourth, or a fifth, or a sixth, or a seventh. It's infinite. Could be. So I imagine multiple scenarios, and I follow them like it branches out. So you can see how this would branch out very, very quickly to a lot of variables, or to a lot of scenarios based on a lot of different variables. So, like, I'll imagine one answer and the responses to that. I'll imagine another answer and the responses to that. Another answer and the responses to that. And then I'll try to follow each of those responses and so on and so forth. But I lose track of all of them. So, because ADHD. So I end up just kind of meandering, wandering wherever the thought experiment will take me. But, so, feels like an autism thing. It doesn't feel like something that other people would deem socially acceptable based on what I've observed, because I had to learn that shit. So, like, I don't think it comes naturally to me. In fact, I know it doesn't come naturally to me to do things like to not have imagined conversations. Like I imagine these conversations for a reason. And if I force myself not to, it's like I stop myself when I realize I'm doing it. I don't do it in front of other people because I know that people would think it's weird. So I'm purposefully like stifling that when I'm around other people. But if I did it to myself all the time, I would implode. I was going somewhere with that and I forgot. ADHD. Okay. I've almost gotten comfortable with it. Like, yes, there it is again. ADHD. There was more I was gonna say. Almost 9 minutes. Oh my god. So yeah, I don't 100%, like, I don't fully believe my diagnosis of not being autistic. I think that I am on the spectrum for a lot of reasons, and that's one of them. Because I know that it's not something that people would find normal. Again, based on what I've observed and learned over the years. Because I think I'm pretty perceptive. And I watch like what people do, how people behave, what they say, how they say things. the way they act with me, the way they act around me, the way they act with each other around me. That's a big one. Like, how people are interacting with each other when I'm around. Because I have felt in the past when it's like, I know when I'm making people feel uncomfortable. And the longer my hair gets, the more I dress feminine and have a beard at the same time, the more I'm making people uncomfortable, and I can sense that. And I hate it. But it's another thing that I'm stifling. So I'm slowly undoing all this. But it's difficult and it's painful. And I can't always do it like in public. I don't think I ever do it in public other than like paint my nails and have long pink hair, which was accidental this time, but pink nonetheless. So I'm doing it a little like in public, but not socially. So like with gender, I'm trying to be more unapologetically myself. But with behavior and like the way I interact socially, I'm still I mask. I think I'm high masking, because my special interests are first music, but second language, and third people. So I have studied language and people my entire life. I keep saying this. Like, I've studied people and the way they act and the way they talk and the things they say and what things mean when they say them, like the different connotations words can have and the different ways that inflection can be interpreted. And I've studied this shit. I know how to do it because I've studied it. I don't think I would know how to do it otherwise. If those weren't my special interests, I think I would be I'd be socially inept. Like, I don't think I could function socially if my special interests weren't language and people. And if I wasn't a pretty good actor, I think. But yeah, I still kind of think I'm autistic. Like, the sensory issues could be an ADHD thing. I get that. And I apparently have ADHD even worse than I thought. And I already thought it was pretty bad. So, not bad, but extreme. So, I know that. But there's something else going on. Something doesn't feel right. And it doesn't need fixing. But I need to know how to deal with it. Because I'm uncomfortable. And it wasn't just a gender thing. Because I've taken care of a lot of the gender stuff. Now it's just a matter of the way people interact with my gender. I've discovered the gender that I am. I've like internalized that. I accept it. I embrace it. But the way other people are interacting with it is something I'm still working with and learning how to deal with. But there's something else going on. And I thought autism was the perfect way to explain it. But, like, could it be something else? Like, I know I'm a little nuts, but I don't think that's the whole story. There's something else. And I thought it was autism. Now I don't know. But I'm so hesitant to seek a second opinion because I don't want to be a fucking hypochondriac. Oh my god, 16 minutes? Shit. This is so long. This is gonna take up so much space. And it's gonna take so long to upload it by upload it. Oh my god. I might just upload it for me. Keep it private. That way it's not taking up room on my phone. And I can toggle private on and off, right? Maybe I'll unlist it. I don't know if I'd ever show it to anyone. Something isn't right. And my interaction with it needs fixing. I don't know how to do that yet. I was hoping for resources that would be fitting if I did have autism. But if I don't, I need resources that I don't know how to find. I don't know what I'm looking for. Oh, I'm so frustrated. I'm like almost in tears frustrated. I don't know what I'm looking for. Like, what the fuck am I looking for? Something isn't right, and I don't know what it is. It's not gender. It's not sexuality. It's not ADHD. I know these things. It's not depression. It's not bipolar. It's not PTSD. I know these things. Like, I've come to know these things. It's not any of them. Something's maybe not wrong, but different. I don't know. Something isn't normal. Or what I think of as normal. Based on observation alone. I don't know. I still kind of think I'm autistic. It's the only thing that would explain all the things. But if not, I'm back at square one.